Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to J.P.BBQ. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Today we're firing up both Lonestar Grillz smokers. We're going to be doing us a rib comparison. You guys stay tuned. We'll show you how these ribs come out. And of course, check it out. Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, do me a favor. Hit that little subscribe button right there. Give it a thumbs up and share the video with your friends if you're interested in videos like this. This is the rub that I'm going to be using today, the J.P.BBQ rub on these ribs. And you can find it in the link below, and it'll pop up right there as well, jpbbq.com. The other thing I want to mention as well, I got these new set of knives from Dalstron, okay? And this is a knife that I used to trim up these ribs already, and it did a fantastic job. If you're interested in Dalstron makes really good knives. This one's got a nice oomph to it. It's got a perfectly balanced weight to it. Really like this knife. So let's go ahead and get these ribs seasoned up. This is what we're doing today, guys. I got both of these smokers fired up. Got the insulated and I got the offset fired up. And we're doing a rib comparison to see how the ribs come out. And I know that they're going to come out good in both of them. But we're going to look to see which one of these gives us if they give us a different flavor profile, and see what the outcome of these ribs, will be. Doing them in two different style smokers. I also did a video a while back doing a brisket comparison in these two smokers. So if you're interested in that video, it'll be in the link below and it'll pop up right there as well. Okay, but don't go watch that one yet until you finish watching this one. Okay, let's go ahead and get these ribs seasoned up. I am going to be using my my J.P.BBQ. It's a good rub. It's going to bring out great flavor, great color, and oh my god, and boy, it smells good. Ooh, man, if you can smell that, man, that smells good. We're gonna get a nice little even coat of this J.P.BBQ on these racks of ribs. Bring them smokers up to temp. I'm gonna be running the smokers at 275. Let me show you how I did the setup on these smokers. The Lonestar Grillz Insulated smoker, I used the center channel. What I did is created kind of like a box with those plates that they give you, and I put a strip of oak in it. So I'm going to be using oak in both of them, strip of oak, and I lit the corner right there. That way it burns nice and slow as it's coming up to temperature. With the offset smoker, what I did there, put a layer of charcoal on the bottom and just laying my splits of wood right on top. And this one, considering what the temperature is today, it's going to be roughly in the mid 80s, maybe low 90s today. And this smoker is coming up to temp much faster than this one. Okay, much more greater airflow with this one. This one, the drawback with it'll come up to temp a little bit slower, but the efficiency is much greater in the insulated smoker compared to the offset. But that's not what we're comparing today. We're going to be comparing ribs. So you guys stay tuned. I'm gonna finish getting these bad boys seasoned up. Just showed you how we got the setup. You guys stay tuned. It's gonna be good. Hey guys, these ribs have been seasoning for a little while now. It's time to get them inside the smokers. Smoker's been running for a little while now, and they both just passed that 225 mark. So it's a good time to go ahead and put them in. 225 to 275, no higher than that is what I'm going to be shooting for to get these ribs done. And I will be doing what they call the 3-2-1 method, but I'm not going to be doing 3 hours, 2 hours, and 1 hour. But it's a 3-step process. First step, you put enough smoke on them, get them ribs nice and tender and cooked until you get a good color that you're looking for. Second step, douse them down with maybe a little bit of sauce, maybe a little bit more rub or some kind of sweetener on it. And then the third step, take them out of their foil and put them back inside the smoker and let that glaze get caramelized right on top, and these ribs will come out spectacular. So it shouldn't take no more than about 4-5 hours tops. I'm looking at maybe an hour and a half smoking time, maybe an hour of them being foiled up, 45 minutes to an hour. And then the last 30 minutes, get them nice and glazed. Let's go ahead and get them in there. But let me show them to you real quick. Let me show you what this J.P.BBQ rub does. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? That is a gorgeous color. They've been in there for 2 hours, running at about 250, 275. And I apologize for the noise. In case that I'm gonna try to filter that noise out, but it looks like they're cleaning something, over the fence and stuff. But I'm gonna be using my J.P.BBQ sauce to add some sweetener to it, and I'll put a little bit on top of the ribs, flip them upside down, put them back in. Let me pull it out so you guys can see what it looks like. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks good. Just take a look at these ribs. I mean, gorgeous. Get out of here, fly. These gorgeous looking ribs right here. I mean, just great. I mean, they smell good. So here's what we'll do. We'll just pour some of this J.P.BBQ sauce right on the top. Not even gonna brush it in or anything. And we'll get these ribs flipped over. Oh my gosh, these are some thick ribs. The bone started pulling back a little bit now. Get them flipped upside down, get them wrapped, and get them back in there. So this is the one that's coming out of the insulated. And I just got to do one more, and that one's going back over there in the Lonestar Grill, in the offset. Put these back in there. Oh, and they go back in upside down. Ooh, yes, sir. Now these look a little bit different compared to the ones that coming out of the insulated. A little bit more dry. But still, look at that gorgeous color. I mean, you can't beat that. And we're gonna do the same thing. The J.P.BBQ right on top. Flip it upside down. And oh my gosh, these are some thick ribs. I gotta show you this. Look how thick them ribs are. My gosh, it's thick. And I'm gonna put a little bit more sauce in here. There we go. Get it wrapped up and put back inside the offset. And I'm gonna let them go for about another hour. Take them out and take it out of the foil, and then put them back in there for about 30 more minutes. So, and that last 30 minutes is gonna be the finishing glaze. So let me get this back in there, guys. And I will talk to you guys in just a little bit. These ribs are done, guys. They came out roughly about the same time, and I did the 3-2-1 method, but not the 3 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour. It was more like 2 hours, 1 hour, and 30 minutes. So total cook time was around 3.5 hours, okay? And kept the temperature consistent between 250 and 275 with the Lonestar Grillz Insulated vertical smoker. Once you set it, I mean, it just stays dialed in. Lonestar Grillz offset smoker, you got to keep that constantly fed with your favorite wood in order to maintain those temps. But it does a fantastic job as well. Let's check out the taste test. Let's see what they came out like. Now, the ribs, I got them set up. Put this over here. I got these doused down with my J.P.BBQ sauce. The one on my right side came out of the insulated. The one on my left came out of the offset. So let's go ahead and cut into them. And I'm going to be using my new Dalstron 10-inch chef knife to cut these. This is their new knife that's come out from the Delta Wolf series. Very nice knife, lightweight, and feels ergonomically, good in your hand. And we're going to use it to cut these ribs. So let me take one bone out of each one of these, right out of the middle. There we go. Ooh, yeah, that's a good rib right there. There we go. Looks good. There it is. There's the one that's coming from the insulated. I'm gonna put it right here, right on top. And we're gonna do the same thing with this one. And we're just gonna take one right out of the middle. That's the best ribs right there. Get out of here, fly. And flies want some ribs too. There we go. Now, here's the one that's coming out of the offset. Boy, these flies, they want some food too. So I'm going to take a taste test first out of the one that's coming out of the insulated. Here we go. Oh man, nice and tender. Pulls off perfect. That's a jam up rib there, guys. And when it comes off the bone just like that, that's about what you're looking for. Nice little pullback like that. That's a good rib. Oh my, that's real good. Now, one clear distinction I will tell you right now, right off the bat, the one that's coming off of the offset, it's got a little bit of more of a smoke ring than the one that came out of the insulated. And it makes sense. The offset's using your traditional splits of wood, so you're gonna get that smoke ring out of it. If not that you can't get the smoke ring out of the insulated, you're just gonna have to put more chunks of wood in it. Okay, so there's that one. Tasted really good. And now let's take the taste test off of the. My mouth is watering. Off of the offset. And look at that. Nice little smoke ring on there. Here we go. That is real good. Gotta wipe my mouth. My preference when I'm doing ribs, the offset. I don't know what it is. It's got a greater. It's got a. I don't know what to call it, but the flavor is more intense. I mean, it is really good. I mean, it is really, really good. And I'm not sure what the difference is or why that is. It's got to be a combination of the wood, charcoal and wood on this side, more wood on this side, and because they're both seasoned the same, but the offset has got it on this one, guys. Okay, I mean, it is. Oof, I'm gonna get me some more. Yeah. Both of them are tender, nice and moist, but the flavor is more intense coming off of the coming off of the offset. I mean, it is really good, guys. I gotta get me in that bite. And that's about what you want right there. That rib bone coming off like that. Both of them seasoned the same way, guys. Use my J.P. Licious rub. Use my J.P. Licious sauce. And that's it on both of these racks of ribs. Insulated vertical smoker. Flavor is good. Not that much of a smoke ring. You get a little smoke ring, but not as much. Maybe next time I gotta use more chunks of wood in there. The offset, nice and tender. The meat is really, really, I don't know what to call it, flavorful. But it's, to me, in this comparison, the offset's got it, guys. Okay. That's really about it, guys. I really appreciate you guys watching the video. If you're interested in any of these knives here from Dalstron, the Delta Wolf series, I'll put a link for it down below. If you're interested in any of my products, they'll be listed down below, and they'll be popping out right there in the corner. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. I love you guys, and I will see you guys on the next cookout. You guys take care.